A rich man has 1,000 wishes and a sick man only has one. I love that quote. I heard it years ago and I heard it again a few months ago and I heard it again last week. So much so that it's caused me to create a whole video about it. Because what I do for work is I help people focus on their health. I get people to become rich in health, become rich in fitness ability, cardiovascular health. And in my opinion, that is the one thing that we should all be rich in. It is the one thing that we all can be rich in too, without any barriers to entry. We do not need a gym, we do not need a membership, we do not need a coach in order to be in shape. We have the internet, we have all this material to us that we can consume, yet levels of obesity, overweightness, underweightness is at its worst yet, and will continue to get worse and worse. Because we're focused on the wrong things. We are focused on hustle culture, we are focused on money, and we are focused on basically spending our time prioritizing everything else but our own bodies. And I guess for a bit of that was me. Like, I used to work in London, I used to work in corporate sales, recruitment as well, and I came to Australia to do the same thing. And if anything, it was during these points that my health was the worst it's ever been, you know? I was so focused on money that I didn't take care of my actual mental health as well as physical health. It was probably some of the worst physiques and shapes I've ever had, and just in terms of how my body and brain actually functioned, probably the lowest points they could have been to there. And the issue here is, like, we all kind of know that. We all kind of know that, like, you're gonna get to the grave one day and the last thing you're gonna care about is how much money's in your bank account, or, you know, how wealthy you were, or, you know, how rich you were. In monetary terms, all you're gonna be caring about is your health in that moment, but as well as the people closest to you. And this is a real scary reality for a lot of people that I speak to. Like, if they continue on the ways they're going, they don't have many years of life left. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart problems, these are all byproducts of poor healthcare. Strokes, heart attacks, these can happen to fit people that, again, just don't focus on fueling their body right. Me included in this as well. 9 times out of 10, it's actually when you start to focus on everything else apart from yourself that when you eventually crash and burn, you have nothing, because you've never actually focused and invested in yourself. So this YouTube video, I guess I just had the idea around the saying, to be honest, to film, and maybe I've lost kind of the point as I've kind of been filming it, to be honest, as well. But I think there's one thing that you can take out of today, and that is the fact that the best investment you can ever make is an investment in your health. It's a byproduct investment, it's a snowball investment, it's a long-term investment, and it will actually compound and impact additional investments. How much money you're making, your performance at work, your sleep, how responsive you are with your partner, all this kind of stuff. Your performance with your partner even gets better with better health, right? There are so many additional byproduct downstream benefits to being in good shape, being in good health. And it's why I feel compelled to make this video, because the biggest asset that you have in this life, this 100 years of age you'll have maybe, is your body, your health, your physical health, your mental health. And unfortunately we take that for granted way too often in this day and age. So if you're watching this now, this is your sign to start focusing more on yourself, to invest more in yourself, to maybe get that gym membership, to maybe just start watching those YouTube videos if you don't have any cash, to maybe take it a step further and get a coach. Little plug for myself here as well, to be completely frank, and really start seeing results when it comes to your fitness journey. Because if you continue to allow yourself to go down this stream that you are now, there's some very messy water ahead.